David Arquette. He is the executive producer of today's event.
Y'all gotta come down to Peace Man, y'all!
Look at that. Look at that. That's them playing around. I'm excited. Yeah, you know, you were at last week at the Mission Inn.
Yeah.
We caught your whole action over there. How was that? How did it feel?
Fun. I hadn't had a spray can in my hand in a long time. I would start getting the rust off.
It was fantastic. I mean, Corn was there, Riz was there. You guys go back quite a bit, don't you?
Yeah, we go back, you know, elementary school and shit.
Really?
Going back to high school with Riz. You know, KGB, WCA. I was in KGB. I was one of the original members.
Right.
You know, it was pretty early in the LA graffiti scene. We saw a movie called Wild Style, like in an art theater, because one of our friends, Mach 5, who's an amazing artist, still does graffiti-inspired art. You know, his mom was a real sort of art scene fanatic, and she took us to Wild Style.
Really?
So we were all break dancers at the time, and then we saw it was all about graffiti. So it sort of changed the trajectory of our lives and got us all involved in art.
Wow, wow. And that was what, back in the mid-80s or so?
That was like 83, 82 or something.
Wow.
Yeah, so when we like started doing graffiti around town, it really was just gang graffiti. And then we started doing like art and getting all into that.
Yeah.
WCA was K2S, was STN, it was CBS,
Right.
KGB.
Wow, wow. How's it feel now, you know, see graffiti just blow up into like a fine art?
You know, it really is an amazing medium for art. I mean, for people to express themselves on the street. It is an avenue for, as much as people say, you know, it has a, you know, negative connotations. I personally like believe in leading my life in a way where you respect others, so that goes into like where you paint and what you do and how you sort of conduct your life. But if it becomes like a place like Graph Lab where you can come and paint and it's accepted, and also like there's so many places nowadays with t-shirt companies and different, you know, advertisement to be able to get your art out there and practice and you know, hopefully find a career within the arts. If it's on computers, if it's, you know, fine art, whatever it is, if it's design, art is really, it's our second largest export in America. So it's a way of like tapping into the creative side of ourselves, and that really is, you know, in anything, in any problems you're dealing with in life, if you can go to a creative place and you can have a creative outlet, you're going to have a better experience.
Right. Do you remember the first time that you had a can in your hand, you know, the feeling that you felt?
Yeah, I mean, I do, yeah. It was a whole new world, you know. It's getting to know a spray can and how it sort of works and how the sprays work and the different techniques and sort of fine-tuning it. It's a great process. It's like learning how to paint with a brush or, you know, write with a pencil.
Yeah, right. You remember the feeling after you were done? You know, you thought, wow, this was great.
To me, it's all about the piece and like completing a piece and doing something. And you know, the amazing thing about graffiti is it's a large-scale art form. So you start doing this thing and it's kind of small, and you're kind of in every sort of nook of the wall or the canvas. And then when you step back, it becomes this big sort of beautiful piece. So that's my favorite part.
Wow. And you said it had been a while since Saturday that you had done a little something?
Well, I do things on a small scale. I use spray paint in fine art that I do. I use stenciling and I do stuff on canvases, but all of the stuff that I do is pretty much, you know, just canvas size, like house canvas size. So So to go up on a wall or sort of wall kind of thing again was different, and it wasn't my design, so I was just copying something that was there, but it was cool.
You know, when you were spray painting, did it take you back? You know, Saturday when you know, because I was recording you and I was watching you, I could see you just kind of go back.
You know, me and Lior, I went to high school with Lior, and you know, and Corin, and all these kids that I've known for years. You know, it does take you back. It takes you back to. It's really great to see like everybody doing their own thing and excelling in their different, you know, in their different career choices, and having like seeing Rish being an accomplished artist. It's really inspiring. It's like great to see, and seeing Corin, him putting all of this together, and just you know, showing the respect that sort of hip hop and graffiti and all of this sort of bring to the world. It's truly an American art form.
Yeah, right.
So with the music, with the whole culture. So
right. You know, I know you're executive producer of The Chosen One, the pilot that's going to be shot today. What do you envision it happening? I know Corin's talked about, you know, being a series and everything. What do you hope that someone gets out of it?
You know, ultimately that it provides another, you know, escape for people, an opportunity to sort of advance, give them direction. You know, for me in acting, I was doing graffiti, I was running around and doing all this stuff, and then I did the school play, and it sort of gave me this direction, a place to hang out after school and study my lines and be responsible and learn certain, you know, things that I needed to have a career, and that really sort of is what it's about, providing a pathway.
Wow. So if someone needs a direction, they see your show and thought, hey, maybe this is something I would want to do?
Yeah, I mean, even like people just coming out and being inspired and you know, coming out, doing their art, just getting more involved. Like anything that you want to do in the world, it's all about direction, it's all about putting the time in, it's all about all the energy you put towards something. I mean, we can all put our energy toward negative shit, and then that's where our life's gonna sort of head. But you do anything positive, especially work-related, art-related, you know, if you're inspired and you spend your time like doing stuff, even if it's like your time gets wrapped up in relationships, whatever it is, it's really important to go back to what you're passionate about, what you believe in, you know, to get a job that you're interested in, that you have fun doing, that you're good at, that like, you know, your skill set works with.
Man, that's fantastic. And did I hear you correctly that you were doing graffiti before you got into acting?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
I mean, I did it as a kid, acting with my family and stuff and doing little plays and whatnot, but graffiti really was sort of something I was completely, you know, in love with, and it really opened up my artistic side, and to this day it's a huge escape for me. It's something I love, and I do a lot of it mainly for charity. That's when, you know, I don't typically sell my art except if it's for a charity.
Wow. So do you consider yourself a graffiti artist first before an actor?
I don't know about that, you know. I consider myself an artist in a sense, just in general.
Yeah, yeah. So your home, do you have an art room? Do you have a studio?
Yeah, I have a little outside area that I paint.
How's it feel now? How long has it been? 20 years since you've been doing graffiti? Same feeling? You know, you're able to go to that Nirvana?
It's been longer than that, man. It's been
we won't say all that.
Yeah,
20 plus.
Definitely 20 plus.
Wow.
Feels great, man. I love graffiti. I love hip hop.
Yeah.
I love, you know, the street scene. I love when people come together for art. You know, it's a great day. So thanks so much.
Thanks, David. Good seeing you again. All right, take care.